Being born in Cleveland, Ohio, I had a little bit of a background of getting out on the water with Lake Erie being in my backyard. But aside from fishing and swimming, didn't really have too much experience in the outdoor realm. When I left for college, it was the first time that I had outside influences other than family. We had a great outdoor program at the university that I went to. And I always thought to myself, this would be a phenomenal job to have. And so I applied for a job at what was called our Adventure Center. It became obvious pretty quickly that as soon as I started kayaking that I was going to continue kayaking the rest of my life. School kind of took a little bit of the background at that point in time, and I put a lot of emphasis and a lot of focus on my paddling. We had a river that flowed right through town called the Cuyahoga River, which was made infamous for several river fires that it had back in the 50s, 60s, and 70s. I became involved with a lot of the local groups, the recreational groups, the city, and also some of the local stewardship groups in the area. And it gave me a lot of focus, not only on just the recreational aspect of rivers, but also that stewardship and being involved with that natural environment. What I've always enjoyed about teaching is it makes me think critically and creatively about how I have to convey the message of how to kayak to anybody from a total beginner to folks that might even have just as much experience as I do. You know, I've been paddling for 12 years now, and I am still just as challenged as I was the first time I got into a kayak. It's just different now. You know, there's always a progression. And what's cool about this sport is that this progression never ends. H2o Dreams was born out of the idea of, well, it was actually not even called H2o Dreams. First, I had a blog called Chris Living the Dream when I moved to North Carolina. And it was just that. I was following my dreams and trying to live passionately. And it kind of progressed into a blog not just about my personal travels and endeavors. It ended up actually becoming more focused on a lot of the instruction that I was giving people and what I was learning as a result. I decided that I wanted to really pursue the education side wholeheartedly a few years back, and out of that came the true birth of H2o Dreams. It can be anything that we want it to be, and that really kind of keeps that creative side alive and well with us. And you know, the base of what we do is kayak instruction, but we're not limiting ourselves or pigeonholing ourselves into doing just that. I think our goal overall has been to maximize our reach and to kind of push forward this idea that, you know, education is a worthwhile endeavor. Even in a sport that is motivated by self-exploration, we can reflect well with others, and we can reflect well with other people's ideas. The cool thing about H2o Dreams lately has been the fact that I've been able to involve a lot more people in this project. It wouldn't get done otherwise, and I think the one thing that I've been able to help instill in the folks that kind of are along for the trip is that, that they have that same passion, that they have that same idea that they want things to be better for everyone, and that at the end of the day, the more people we get out there, the more people we get to understand our natural environment.